back to today's video. My name is Zadie and today is Bookmas Day 5. Yay! So today's video is I'm going to be telling you about my top 10 least favorite slash worst slash most disappointed by books that I read this year. So all of these are in like not ranked order by what I think of them, mainly because I don't know. Like these all disappoint me kind of in different ways. Let's get on to the video. Whew. So I'm gonna start with my DNF because I DNF'd it, and that one is the goal. I DNF'd it mainly because I just wasn't really interested in it. I think I read it like twice over the past couple years now. I think I read it I read part of it in February, and then I was like so bored by it that I just went back and I tried to read it in May, and I got a little further, but I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't interesting me at all. I think I'll probably read it again if I like do another run through of all the Elle Kennedy books. So the first book is The Other Was More. This is not disappointing. This is I hated reading you. It's not very long, less than 200 pages, as I found out in one of my past videos, but it was so annoying to read, mainly because of like what was also surrounding it. This was our first book for English, and we were also writing an essay at the same exact time, which was really annoying. And it was just not the most interesting thing in the world. Like, it's a good story, I'd say. It is a good book, so if you want to read a biography, well, an autobiography, then you should read this. It is good. But just because of my bias, was not fun to read. I hated it. The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. Charlie should not exist. There is no need for Charlie. In like the Dixon rule and in the Grammar Effect, they set up Beckett and Will as like guys who enjoy romances, and I wish instead of this being a full romance book, like them just both falling in love, I wish it was them coming to terms that they actually like each other, because we had never met her in any of the books before, any of the prior books. I think if we had met her before, maybe, but it was really just her story. And then the two boys were side characters. And then Beckett had this trauma, and once they confronted him about it, he conquered it in literally a chapter. Like, he's been stuck on it for like 4 years, and then he gets over it in like 5 minutes? No, that's not real life. But yeah, this was really disappointing. I wish it was written differently, but oh well. Next one, I don't think this would surprise anybody, is Royal Heirs Academy. There's so much I can say about this. First and foremost is, who is this? Who is this? Me and my friends, we thought this was gonna be the main character. We were like, oh my gosh, she has purple hair. Cool. Who is this? The main character has ginger hair. No one has blue hair. Who is this? And then she's also on the cover of the prequel or sequel. Who are you? No, this is a really cringy book in general. There were so many things that were like, why are we talking about Mario Kart? Why are we talking about this? That's so cringy. And it was like such a good idea, because it's like 3 grandchildren who didn't know that they were like the king's like descendants and stuff. Like, their parents were forbidden to like to tell them that they were the descendants, but that didn't happen for some of them. And then one person who's from the kingdom, and it's like, there's gonna be a love triangle between the boys and the girl. Like, it was just really. And then the ending was like, okay, so I don't want to like spoil the ending, but it's like, you used all your info. What do you think you're gonna do now? But I just wish this wasn't written as a YA romance. I wish it was like more written like as like an actual game for this. So if you have read this book, or can kind of understand what I'm trying to say, like 4 people kind of fighting for the throne, some are the descendants, some of them aren't, kind of thing, let me know if there's any good books like this that I might want to read, because this is disappointing and I really liked the premise of the book and I want to read a better one like it. The next book that disappointed me was The Dare by Elle Kennedy. I really did not like this book. It just annoyed me how every single page felt like it had two conversations, or like was the same conversation being repeated throughout every single chapter, every single couple pages of just her being insecure about her body. And I'm like, okay, girl, you're insecure about your body, but like, could you just own it? Like, just own your body's your body. I don't know how to describe it, but it just really irked me how she kept talking about her body over and over again, and then he would just over and over again just tell her, no, you're beautiful just the way you are, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like, you're getting this affirmation that you're pretty and that you should love your body, but you aren't taking it and you keep victimizing yourself. And I was just like, I don't like this. I did finish it because it was cool. I liked the guy, I forgot his name. I did think it was kind of funny that her mother started dating his coach. Oh, Coach Jensen. I love Coach Jensen. Wait, this isn't like a bad book, but Coach Jensen in this book was actually hilarious. Next book is from the All of the Lies and All of the Truths duet by Rena Kent. I was very confused reading both of these. I just checked my what I said for these two books, because sometimes I do that. Sometimes I write how I'm feeling about the books, and sometimes I don't. I need to start doing that actually. But for both of them, I said I'm very confused. I had no clue what was going on. I'm gonna try and reread them because, of course, they are the parents of two of the people from the Legacy of God series, and I did enjoy that series. So I want to just be able to connect their stories, because I do also want to read the FMC's sister's books, and I feel like if I at least understand her books, I might be able to understand the sister's books a little bit better. But I was just very confused reading these two, and so it was like, what's going on? And so that's why they are here, because I rated one of them 2.5 stars and one of them 3 stars, so they kind of have to come here because they were very low on my ranking scale. The next book is 12 by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It was a really good novella, but it was just really annoying in my head because I was kind of felt scammed because I bought Bad Blood not realizing that 12 was that big. I knew 12 was inside of it, but I thought it was gonna be like less than 50 pages and not over 100. I thought that was really odd, and I thought it could have just been its own book. And yeah, and I was like, I didn't need this extra story. Like, it is nice to see them working afterwards, but it's also like, I could have ended on where I was, because I don't remember really anything that happened in 12. I'm not gonna use it as what I remember, so I feel like it's just an unnecessary extra book. Alright, so this next one is kind of like not this one is on here because it was just a little disappointing, and it wasn't like a bad book at all, but it's Snow Globe 2. I was just really disappointed by it. I really loved Snow Globe, the original one, but Snow Globe 2 was like, I was kind of confused reading it. I didn't fully know what was going on, and it was like some of this was like, what? And I didn't know how it related to the first one at all. But it was still a very good book, and I do need to reread it like back to back maybe so that I get it more. But I was just a little disappointed because I loved Snow Globe. It was my favorite book. So now the last but not least book, actually it is the least book, is Kiss the Villain by Rena Kent. I wasn't going to read this one originally, but then I read it because I read Beautiful Venom, and he was the uncle of the main character in Beautiful Venom, so I was like, I might as well read it. And I had been like seeing the video or the infamous TikTok, and I was like, okay, so I know there's other things in this, but it's like, do I really want to read this? And I did read it. I was like, okay, it was fine. I liked the start, but then I was also like, kind of just became a little repetitive. And then when he got like kind of taken by an Irish guy, I was like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, what? And then Vecna, whatever that's called, I was like, you knew this was gonna happen. Oh, I'm so scared of Vecna right now because I'm like, what is gonna happen to Preston Marcus? I love Preston Marcus. Okay, but yeah, I was like really confused. But what do you think was gonna happen? And it was just, I knew I just didn't like it when I started skipping some of the scenes because I was like, I'm not gonna read this. I'm not enjoying reading this. It was also because I was like, I want to kind of get to the point more because it just felt so repetitive and unnecessary. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching me talk about my least favorite books of this year and most disappointing books. just to say, this is all my opinion, and if you love this book, that is perfect for you, and if you want to read this book, don't take my opinions into account. But also, if you have a better version of Royal Heirs Academy, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to read a book like that. Just the premise is like so cool. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!